Yo, come one, come all. That's right, yours truly back again. Welcome to the Red Blizzard 357 show. Video show, whatever you want to call it. And we are going to speak on this meme that was in a thumbnail and is showing in front of you right now because it's very reflective of what we see in today's world and what we will be seeing in the future, because there's a lot of gambling going on. There's a lot of women gambling with the thought that I'm going to look this way forever. Look how fly I look. And then they have their little friends running up with them, planting little seeds and bugs in their ear because y'all know how it go. You got a single friend and your woman has a single friend, but she's in a relationship with you, and it's gonna be some seeds planted, seeds of dissent, because she wants her hangout buddy back. So she won't even have to be blatant about it. She'll just say little snippy, smarmy type comments like, I couldn't do that if I was you. I wouldn't put up with that if I was you. How dare he say that to you? I wouldn't take that if I was you. Just indirect little shots at the relationship. Just to be indirectly able to drag her friend out of that relationship so they can go run the streets and be whores together. Yes, this happens all the time, and it's very obvious, and it's kind of hilarious in this day, especially for women, Gen X women that are in their late 40s. It's kind of hilarious that all the times you ran the street when you was young, it wasn't enough, huh? But see, what's going to happen is these women going to keep on gambling because they think, oh, it's the party going to last forever. The dice is rolling, drinks is pouring. Oh my goodness, over here is great, over there is great, across the street is great. Until that time comes when it's time to pay the piper. Who is the piper? I'm glad you guys asked that. I was thinking the same thing. Who could the piper be? Oh, that's right. The Piper. That bitch named Karma. Yeah, she's a wicked hoe. But yeah, when that karma comes a knocking, and ain't no pretending like you not there. You gotta answer that door when karma is knocking. You can't say come back later. No. You can't sit there and be like, well, at least the door is locked, so I know for a fact karma can't walk through here. And then just like in those horror movies, when you be watching and the people be in a room or in a house scared and they know something terrible is behind that door, something unfathomable, something that I could not imagine because everything was going so great when I was making these overly emotional, nonsensical, heavily influenced by my lonely friend decisions. Everything was great then. So how could something so terrible be behind that door? How can karma be behind that door? And then all of a sudden, you start to see the handle jiggle. And then the lock starts to turn on its own. And it's like, oh my God, how is that possible? I'm the only one with the key to get in here. How is the door unlocking itself? But see, this is where accountability comes in. Because karma can open that door at any time and get to slapping people around, especially when you do things that creates the environment where you definitely deserve it. But so the door swings open and karma steps in wearing Timberland boots. And what they call them gloves, they used to be, you could technically refer to them as brass knuckle gloves, but the politically correct thing to call them now, and that's probably why, because brass knuckle gloves in itself, in its purest form, are illegal in just about every state. So how do you get around that? You change the name to tactical gloves. And you know what I mean when I say tactical gloves. Remember that commercial with the guy punching a windshield, the tactical gloves on? Basically, the knuckles are, I guess, composites or something like that. Well, you could call it a composite knuckle all you want, but it's basically still a brass knuckle glove, you know? But anyway, Karma walks in wearing Timberland boots and tactical gloves. Karma has a Bowie knife and an AR and all kinds of things. It's time to pay Karma. Now, metaphorically speaking, I'm just using that as an example because a lot of these women don't realize right now allowing your friends or anybody outside of the dynamic of you and the person you were with, allowing them to ruin what you have, you will regret that one day. Because what you think is going to be sunny and rainbows over there, you're going to find out it's going to turn into an extreme nightmare. And then you're going to be sitting at home alone thinking, holy shit, what the fuck decision did I just make? Oh my God. But see, you don't realize it now, but by the time you do realize it, it will be too late. And it's a lot of this going on with the millennials too. Gen Zs and the millennials, they want to thump around and do the thing and allow their, when they in a good relationship and they have a good man, they want to allow their lonely ass friends to whisper in their ear, kind of like how Lilith did to Eve to trick Adam. It's just the whole thing. It's been going on since the beginning of time, and it's still going on. This is why a lot of these women walk around now with the Jezebel spirit seeping through their pores. You can almost smell it on them as soon as they walk through the door. You see, this is why I'm a heavy proponent of SYSBM. Brothers, save your goddamn selves. It's time to stop playing games. It's time to stop sitting back idly and watching these broads roll snake eyes. Let them be enveloped by the karma that they chose to create, the decisions that they made, emotionally or not. And usually 97% of the time it is emotionally. The not part is their conscience that's actually trying to warn them like, yo, you are making a terrible decision right now. And I, for one, have the responsibility to tell you right before you make it. Even though I know you're just going to ignore me anyway because you make your decisions based off of emotions anyway. So yes, the blizzard came to rent. Blizzard came to snow in the summertime. Turn on the heat. The snow flurries is still gonna fall. Winter is 12 months a year now. These women created a situation and an environment they will not be able to escape. This woke agenda, this environment that we're living in right now, it's coming to a crashing halt. The whole thing is collapsing right in front of our eyes. Some of us are paying attention. A lot of these modern-minded women are not. This is why they continue to allow their lonely friends to whisper in their ear to sabotage whatever relationships that they have. Even if they had a good dude, it doesn't matter. She wants to throw him to the wayside anyway. And for all of you that don't know and maybe have not ever paid attention at any point in time in your life, when you do bad things to good people, that karma, that force of karma builds up. It idly waits by, waiting for the time to strike. But you better believe it owes you. And the more you feed that beast, the stronger it gets. Until sooner or later, you will have to pay the piper for the snake eyes you rolled on the gambling table. Should have left the casino when you were up, but you decided to roll again because your friend told you to. Because not only is the spirit of Lilith in you, but it's in her too. Very easy to see. But at the end of the day, the man will have the last laugh. He always does. This is how these movements started in the first place. Talking about the true essence of the red pill. MGTOW, SYSBM, etc., etc., etc. Passport Bros. This is the essence of how these movements started in the first place, how these spaces were born, how they gained power over the world. How much power? Just listen to some of the lyrics from your favorite rappers, referencing original talking points from these spaces. Not just any generic rappers. I'm talking about from Nas to how Future be moving and a whole lot of guys. Because the veil has been lifted. Men see the game, been seeing the game for a long time, but now it has been confirmed. And now we like, okay, since it's like that, check out what we gonna do now. And in the future, it's going to be a lot of these old wrinkled gravity pulling on they tatas broads, walking around wondering where all the good men went. The good men left once you rode snake eyes. Your time is up. Karma has its hand on your shoulder, and it's time for you to pay for what you have done. And when that day comes, it won't matter how many tears stream down your face, it will be too late. For you will have to pay for the bad advice you decided to take from friends, relatives, neighbors, and whoever else that spoke against a guy that was a good guy for you, but you chose not to believe it because you're always looking for the better deal, and you crapped out. And now it's time to pay karma. And on that note, I'm going to sign out. But before I do, just want to let you guys know, just started a Patreon called Uppercut 839. Over there, I can spit fire like a dragon. No censoring. No, I don't have to stick my teeth through my tongue because, oh no, I don't think I can say that on YouTube, and let me pull back on that. Let me sanitize that opinion. Nah, don't have to do that over there. You want the uncut raw? You want to hear me spit that fire nonstop? That's where you go. Over here, I'm going to have to sanitize my speech a little bit for obvious reasons, but you understand. And for those that don't know, my other YouTube channel, Uncut Sports, No Feelings. I go ham over there too, but to a certain extent. I find that I have to throttle back some of my talking points and language on that channel also. So these two channels, Red Blizzard 357 and Uncut Sports, No Feelings, combine them together and you get Uppercut 839 over there on Patreon. So all three channels will be getting content. Just want to let you guys know what the differences will be. And at some point, there will be merchandise and clothes over there on the Patreon coming in the very near future. So be looking out for that. And if you want to support my channel, hit the like button, share this video, share all my videos. Hit up the Cash App, $ Cobra Clutch 357. That being said, sit back, fellas, eat your popcorn, and watch the Beast of Karma wreak havoc. Because that's universal law. I'm out.